Welcome back, Football Manager fanatics, to season number 4 of Bourne to Win. New kits this season. We've gone for standard purple, but a nice orange number as well. Unfortunately, Betfred is sponsoring us. I don't really want to have a gambling sponsorship on the front of our shirts, but here we are. And also, we are in the Northern Premier League Division 1 Midlands League. It's a mouthful, but let me show you kind of what we have been doing so far. And mainly it's going to be around any transfers that we have kind of completed going forward. Now, Niall John has left us for 400,000. It's a big sale for the club. We were given nothing of it. However, our finances are a healthy 332,000 now. And we have still got £900 of the wage budget to play around with as well. But Niall John, we brought him in for free. Burton came in with a £400,000 bid. I mean, last season he played 7 games for us, got 3 goals and 1 assist as well. So for someone that's played 7 games, I think 400,000 is a fantastic kind of return for our investment there. And then lastly, it's been very difficult with transfers, very difficult indeed. We've brought in 5 free transfer players in. The first is Kurt Backboard. Not sure why I got this guy in, if I'm being completely honest. He was young, he was a regular in the division, just above us as well, I believe. He had 5 appearances last season with 1 goal. Brought him in on a free. Yeah. Who knows? It was a punt. It was £5 a week. Yeah, I think it was worth a go. Sadiq Lowell has joined us on a free transfer from Coventry. He was released at the end of his contract there. Not the best centre-back, but he's young, 18 years of age. He's got some decent physicals, but natural fitness, jumping reach, balance and stamina, so there's a lot of games to play in this season. Good positioning and teamwork, to be fair. I was mainly looking at positioning when it came to being a centre-back for him. 10 tackling, 10 marking. It's not the best, but £35 a week is what we've got for the season. Also, Connolly Goodliff, another player that we brought in just because he would actually accept a contract offer with us. We've tried to keep everyone that we had originally, but the wage demands were absolutely crazy on what they were looking for. So, yeah, not a fantastic start there. Ryan Cassidy, now I'm pretty sure he used to be a wonder kid in Football Manager from Watford. He used to be one player that would be absolutely fantastic. Why he's joined us, I don't quite know. £25 a week, it is a steal, but this guy is a good backup striker for us. The 5 strength and 5 balance scares me a little bit, and the 5 jumping reach. But, you know, he's already played 1 game this season, got 1 assist and 1 goal. Sorry, 3 games this season, 1 goal and 1 assist. So hopefully he can chip in where required. And then lastly, we've got Nathan Trott in goal. Bobby Jones is going to be our backup goalkeeper. Not fantastic, but hopefully Trott will keep his place for the season. Now we are sticking with the 4-1-4-1 mastery. It is my tactic for lower divisions. Trott in goal, Karacic, John and Lowell, with Burko across our back line. Lewis as our ball-winning midfielder on support. Harrop, Nyarko, Copley for Wunmi and Dans. There hasn't been a lot of changes to this team, but it should hopefully be good enough to get us towards the top end of the league and hopefully to get promoted out of it as well. It is going to be a similar episode where it's going to be an overview. I'm going to come back through different periods of the season just to get us kind of higher up the league where we can actually start signing some players and start making an impact in English football. Now, unfortunately, our undefeated streak in the league has now passed us by. A little bit sad, really. We have lost 1 game this season, and that was to Hales Owen. We lost 4-3, and we currently are in joint top position, or second here, with 4 wins, 2 draws, and that loss. I think it's potentially like over 100 games in the league that we haven't lost a game, so it had to come to an end at some point. But in today's episode, we are going to be looking, first of all, at the Tamworth Emirates FA Cup second qualifying round game. Now with Tamworth, it's a local club to where we are in Birmingham, and they are in the Panorama National League North, and they are currently, if we can find them here, in 9th position, so they're 2 leagues ahead, and they're doing quite well in the league as well, so it'd be quite an interesting game for us to play. The team is going to be Trott in goal with Karacic, Lowell, Thorpe and Burko at left back. Lewis again as our ball winning midfielder on support, with Harrop, Nyarko, Copley, Murphy and Dan's up front. Now, other than Lowell, this is our team from last season. Maybe it's why we've probably lost a game, but yeah, hopefully we can do a good showing against Tamworth in this game, and we'll start off a cup run, hopefully. Let's get more money in, especially after the big sale as well in the summer with Niall John. Yeah, fingers crossed indeed. So Tamworth being 2 kind of divisions ahead, it'll be a good test for us with this tactic as well to see if there's anything we need to change going forward, or if it will stand the test of time. And so far we haven't had a highlight in the first 15 minutes, but we haven't had a shot either. Losing out in possession as Harrop whips the ball in just off the crossbar. Now this team, it hasn't really been updated in the summer transfer window. It's been so tough lower down in this level to even kind of attract players to join us at this club, especially with the wages that we can offer. It's going to be a tough couple of seasons until we can start manoeuvring a little bit more freely in the transfer window. And it's been a bit of a poor showing so far, although we are 2 divisions lower than Tamworth. We haven't had a shot on target yet, which is a little bit disappointing, but we are kind of in control of possession, and our pass completion isn't too bad either. We just need a goal, need a good attacking threat as Murphy runs down the left hand side. He whips it into Dan's. Is that a penalty? No, it has been cleared away. Lowell into Karadzic at right back. Harrop in the middle. Dan's. What's going on? No idea. It's out for a corner. Anyway, Lewis to whip it in. Is Dan's going to get his head on this? Nowhere to be seen. Harrop and Nyarko are there, but it has been headed behind for another corner. You know, it's taken a little bit of a while to get into this game, but it seems like we finally are as Nyarko heads it off Robbie Heron. Another corner here. Come on, guys. Let's get a goal in this sustained pressure. Harrop whips it in. Lankin can clear it away to Murphy, and that's probably going to be the end of the highlight. But no, Harrop's there. Whips it in. Dan's off the post. Lewis now out to Burko, but Murphy picks it up into the box, and Sidibe clears it out. I thought we'd broken the deadlock then with that goal. Well, with that shot from Dan's. But Harrop into Lewis. Back to Harrop on the right hand side. Copley in the middle. Headed away. Burko into Nyarko. Dan's is there. Off the crossbar now. I feel like it's the 3 little pigs. We're the wolf. We're huffing and puffing, but we just can't seem to break the deadlock there. We're going to go into half time at 0-0. We've dominated the possession. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased of what we've seen. It hasn't been fantastic. We've got a couple of players on bookings to bring off as well with Karadzic, Thorpe and Harrop. Can we continue the second half as we ended the first? Lewis, poor ball out. Sidibe cuts it out, but lovely ball into Dan's. Copley to Nyarko. Go on, Dan's. Go on, Dan's. Go on, Dan's. Yes. We do break the deadlock. We started strong in this second half, and a fantastic goal. Jaden Dan's, who's been our top goal scorer for the last couple of seasons now, it feels like. Fantastic finish. A lovely ball from Nyarko as well, who is finally on kind of a part-time deal. He's not amateur, so we don't have to worry about losing him unnecessarily. So, who are we going to bring in? I mean, Chinoa Cole is the only kind of player that can play in the right-back position. Gabriel Kelly, he's got 4 heading, but we'll bring him in. And Harrop as well. We'll bring him off for... Who should we bring him off for? I mean, for Wunmi's there. Maybe we'll put Josh Murphy on the right-hand side. And we'll give Kurt Backboard his kind of debuting in the cup as well. Why not? So Knight into Whitehall, out to Heron on the left-hand side, or their right, other way around. Curran stopped. Richardson passes it back to Williams. Williams over the top to Curran. There's 2 in the middle. It has been deflected. Deflected off Lowell into Richardson, and Tamworth do pull a goal back. All our hard work has been kind of undone there, but, you know, we go again. Our assistant manager says to press Robbie Heron, so we will do that. He's saying about working the ball into the box. Why not? Let's do it as well. As Trott sets us off with his highlight. Lowell, loose pass, but we have picked it up again. Lewis into Burko. Back into Lewis. Copley now loses out to Scully. I mean, Copley hasn't played great. He's on a 6.5. But the question is, who do we kind of bring in for him? I mean, Backbood, maybe we'll put you in for that position there. Josh Murphy. I mean, Copley can play on the right. I mean, he's not fantastic, is he? So we're going to put Jaden Dans out onto the right-hand side. Copley, we're going to bring you off for Ryan Cassidy. And maybe Tet Yengi to come in. You know what? Murphy's on a 6.4. So we'll put Tet Yengi in. You know what? Let's just flip up the rulebook. Let's have a little play around here. Yengi to go up front with Cassidy. Backbood out on the left. Nyarko in the middle. Target forward on attack. Let's give this a go. Let's go for the win. And hopefully we can get another goal back against Tamworth, but not with passes like that, Sowell. And Jones hits it long. Kelly with his forehead in has missed that, and Whitehall has put it in the net. It's going to be a tough season for us. It's a little bit sad. It's going to be our first live loss as well, which isn't fantastic. I mean, we've played okay, but to be honest, just at the other end of the pitch, we just haven't done enough. We've hit the post, hit the crossbar, didn't make the most of our chances in the end of the first half. And we're just going to go attacking now. We're going to put Dan's up front. So we kind of want Cassidy as he advanced forward there. Dan's can be a poach. You know what? We'll do advance forward there. And Yengi, he can be the target forward on support. We just need to get another goal back in this game. As Cassidy passes it back to Lewis, into Cole. Nice return ball to Lewis. Burko's got plenty of space, drives into the box, and a fantastic effort. A fantastic comeback. Do we continue with trying to put three up front? I mean, let's just go for it. As Cole, you know, Burko, he did this quite a few times last season for us, drives in from the left-hand side, and Casper had no chance stopping that. Proceed with tactical changes after the goal. Let's do it. Why not? Let's go for the win here. We are going to demand more as well. I mean, 58% possession, 86% passing accuracy, which isn't, it's not the best, but we can't really complain. But Dan's has got the ball. That's a loose ball over to Cassidy, and we could be in trouble here. Heron down the left, Whitehall's in the middle, and Kelly's given away a penalty. Oh, it's Burko. From hero to zero. What can Trot do? Oh, he saved it. He saved the penalty. Wonderful stuff. I mean, the FA Cup round, does it go into a replay? I mean, we're already at Tamworth. Do we get a lot of money for that? I am not fully sure, but we are going to demand more as well. There's 4 minutes left. 2 minutes left. And I think that is it. Full-time whistle's gone. I mean, they are 2 divisions higher than we are. So they should take a lot of credit in avoiding defeat there. I thought we was in control. Probably the 20-minute period, like the 10 minutes before the end of the first half, and the 10 minutes after the second half. But yeah, maybe a little cup run is in our future. And after a crazy turn of events, a takeover has happened at Cadbury Athletic. Warren Hudson has replaced Nathan Colley. Are they real people? I don't know. The takeover has been completed of Cadbury Athletic. They want to thank me for my patience during an undoubtedly stressful time with the club. No plans to provide any investment at this stage. Fantastic. Also, with that, we were offered a new contract and we have accepted it as well. So hopefully our finances will be a little bit clearer going into next season. Now we have come back in mid-January. We are top of the table with 19 wins, 4 draws and that solitary loss that we spoke about earlier on. A plus 52 goal difference and 61 points on the board as well. We are 14 points ahead of second place Histon. So hopefully we can run away again as champions. Title holders Corby, we are coming for you. But if we look at the player stats and how we are getting on, Jaden Dans is currently second in the league with 22 goals. For Winme and Dans second and third with the average rating as well. Now Jadel Yawadut seems to be the guy that is kind of running the show at the minute. If you have a look at him, I mean, he's fine. He's from Rugby Town, valued at £5,000 to £50,000, but the £300 a week is so much more than we can either offer anyone. So quite interesting to see. Now, there has been one transfer that has been made, and as I mentioned, with Nathan Trott's name being mentioned, we have brought in Jacob Knightbridge in goal, was released from West Ham United, £75 a week. He's going to be coming in straight away as our first choice goalkeeper. He seems pretty decent, even for this level as well. And if we do compare him with Nathan Trott, I mean, Trott is a little bit more eccentric and a little bit more better mentally and physically. But looking at the aerial reach of Knightbridge, the distribution style as well, communication's better, and he's a faster goalie as well. Hopefully, he can cement his place in the first team. Now we have got Melton Town to face today. Can we keep our winning run going? I really hope we can. That loss still is annoying, but you know, you have to go with it. We couldn't be undefeated forever, and we have been on a good run, so I'm hoping that the players can run away with this. We've won the last 5 games on the trot. Players like Dan's, who's doing very well in real life at the minute with Liverpool. Hopefully someone that we can build our team around, and that he's willing to stay with us as well. Now, saying that, Melton Town, they've won 3 and drew 2 of the last 5 games as well. So this game isn't really going to be a pushover, I don't think. They're currently in 11th place. And let's see how we're going to get on against them. Hopefully, we continue our big winning ways with live games that we have done, as Butterworth tries to find space on the right-hand side to Davies, who whips it in. Palmer in the middle. Cannons off the crossbar. Lauer clears it. Nyarko chases it down. And it is back into Knightbridge. Drop on the ball, lad. Get your confidence going. And to be fair, Melton have started this game. They're more positive, but for Wunmi, wins it back. Gives it to Dans. Out to Harrop. Second highest assister in the league. Nyarko now whips it in. Dans continuing his fantastic vein of form. 32nd goal of the season. That's 23 in the league so far. Uedat, we are going to be coming for you. And a nicely worked ball. Lewis over the top to Nyarko, who we have got on a full-time contract now, or a part-time contract. Lovely ball into Dan's, and he's not going to miss from 4 yards out. Absolutely smashed it past Jazz Singh. What a fantastic name, Jazz. Out contract at the end of the season. To be honest, I love his name. Maybe we'll bring him in just for that reason. But we'll see how we get on in this game first. If he goes out in a blaze of glory, then maybe we'll have a look. If he whimpers to a big defeat, then we will still steer clear. As Lewis finds Harrop down the left into Karacic, back out to Lewis. Nyarko dropping deep. Now we have got our 4 players waiting. Copley back to Lewis. Lovely over the top ball to Wunmi into the box, and he should have scored that. A bit of a weird player for Wunmi. Obviously, last season we had, where is he? Josh Murphy out on the left. Harrop played out on the left as well. So for Wunmi, he kind of moved to the peripheral vision of the squad, but now he's back in the squad at left winger. And Nyarko, fantastic save by Singh to deny us going 2 goals clear. Maybe he heard from the stands that I was interested in bringing him in because he's got a funky name. Fantastic save to stop us scoring there from Nyarko. But kind of 2 bookings here from Copley and Burko. Not a big fan of that. And now for Wunmi as well, as Harrop whips it in. Thorpe at the back post. Cleared away by Melton. I mean, Burko. What have we got here, lad? Down the left-hand side. Lovely run. Dan's in the middle. Setchell clears it away. Karacic boots it back in. It is cleared away to Thorpe. Palmer. Thorpe cuts it out lovely. For Wunmi, do not make a tackle unless it's going to be a good one. Lowell now. Out to for Wunmi. I already know my 3 changes that we're going to make at half-time. I don't like players on bookings. As Dan's finds Nyarko. Will it be 2? No. Jazz Singh. Lovely stuff from him. I'm going to be singing his praises all game, as long as we still win, as Dan's picks up the ball from Wunmi's left-hand side. Free kick, and Copley goes down in a heap. Lewis against Jazz Singh. If Jazz Singh saves this, I will sign him. He doesn't save it. We go 2-0 up. Lovely to see. Cadbury Athletic. Lewis's 11th goal of the season from a defensive midfielder. I mean, he's kind of our architect. He's our playmaker. He's our set piece taker as well. So it's good to see him getting quite a healthy amount of goals as well. Speaking of the devil, he just gets booked. So, yeah. They're being a bit naughty today, our guys. Very naughty indeed. We're going to pump our fists. They are capable of even better. You know what, for one me? How likely are you to get into a bad tackle? I'm not sure. Copley as well, I'm not sure. Lewis will bring you off for Charlie Ruff. And Burko off for Connolly Goodliff. You know, we're going to put Lowell at left back as well. Just because, I mean, he hasn't got the pace, but he's got the height. You know what? He hasn't got the pace. Rechange that. Tom Thorpe definitely hasn't got the pace. No, oh my God, we've got so many slow centre-backs. Not fantastic to see. Aston Brace, slow. You know what? Copley. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm floundering. Right. You know what? Tom Thorpe, you go at left back. You've got 9 pace. You can keep up with the fastest players in this league. Yeah. Melton, anyway. Get us off to the second half. Palmer, back to Butterworth. I mean, it is a nice little play from those. They're trying to kind of play through us at Cadbury. Palmer, from distance. Knightbridge. His first kind of chance he's had to stop today. And he's done the business. He has hit it out for a corner as Madison is going to whip it in. And Knightbridge comes and collects it calmly. Lovely to see. Hopefully, a player that our defenders can feel comfortable with in goal. I think Okonkwo last season, he wasn't great. He might have even been the season before. Wasn't fantastic. Nathan Trott has been a good goalkeeper coming in. If we can keep Trott and Knightbridge together, 2 ex-West Ham goalkeepers, as Harrop scores an absolutely fantastic free kick. Broke his leg last season. Wonderfully whipped ball. Singh got a hand to it. Wasn't to be. 3-0. This game is dead and buried. And hopefully now, the next game we come back for... Oh, 1 minute. Are we in the FA Cup? We're not in the FA Cup. Surely not. I think we're in the FA Cup. Is this an FA Cup game? Sorry, are we in the FA Cup? No. No, we're not. Very weird. I'm not sure why the FA Cup is coming up here as the latest scores. No idea what's going on. 3-0 up to the good. Setchell, Knightbridge, he's hopefully going to keep a clean sheet on his debut. I mean, 3-0, can't complain. Been very good. Throws it out to Thorpe. I mean, for me, Dan's, Copley, still players that we can bring off. I think Josh Murphy, we're going to bring you on for me, Yengi, for Jaden Dans. And then Copley, we're going to bring you off. Who are we going to bring you off for, actually? You know what? Bring off for Charlie Ruff. We'll put Thorpe in at CDM. And then we'll put Aston Brace in at left back. As Comber runs down the right hand side, whips it into Edwards John, and it has gone just over the bar. Knightbridge, he seemed comfortable. He seemed happy that it wasn't going to trouble his goal, and he has booted it long into Harrop. But Edwards Johns wins the ball. Coma to Walker and Knightbridge. He saw that a mile off. He knew what was going on. A 3-0 victory. Absolutely fantastic. Again, this team just impresses and impresses with the quality of players that we can actually bring in. I think it is a testament to how hard this tactic is working. I mean, we can't afford the wages to bring players in at the best of times. We now go 16 points ahead of Histon. Very nice to see. We are back for the game I think we are going to win the championship with. However, Nyarko has just scored an absolute wonder goal here. So far out, and he's whipped it right past Baptiste into the top corner. A wonderful goal to see. Although, can Rugby Town come back? We are currently leading 3-1. Harrop breaks it away into Murphy. Murphy loses out, and Harper kicks it down to Yadawat. Now, Yadawat is the top goal scorer in the division so far. Closely followed by Jaden Dans and Remy Harper. Is that the Remy Harper? has just equalised to Rugby Town. I mean, is it the Remy Harper? No, different person. I think I'm thinking of Raheem Harper, the ex-West Brom player. But we are winning 3-2, and with this result, we are going to be lifting the trophy. 4 consecutive champions of our division. And here we go. Give us the trophy, please. In our away kit today. Although I'm not a fan of the white shorts and the white socks. I thought we was going to get a bit more colour coordinated than that. But the famous Cadbury Athletic tracksuit on the left-hand side. We are now Northern Premier League Division 1 Midlands champions. I don't think it gets any easier for the next couple of seasons, but Northern Premier League Division Midlands champions of the Midlands Northern Premier League Division 1. Wonderful stuff, and let's get to the end of the season. And due to that win, a quite shocking turn of events, we've been given a transfer budget of £100,000, 2,900 in wages as well. A big transfer window is going to be coming up for season 5, but yeah, finally we can start making moves in the transfer market. And lastly for this episode, we are here, the end of season review. Let's see how we got on as an overview as well. Now, a lot of transfers as always. Apparently Sadiq Lowell is our best transfer this season. 19-year-old young centre-back, 44 games played. We got him on a free from Coventry. A 6.79 rating isn't fantastic, so I'm not really sure why he was the best player. He's now 19. He has just turned 19 as well. Yeah, a player that is on £35 a week. We're not going to complain too much. Now that we have got our transfers, kind of our finances in order as well, we've got £1,600 to play with on the wages. Although saying that, our committed spending is £840, so we've got £2,000 of our wage budget to play with, £100,000 in the transfer budget as well. Are we going to use it? Yes, we definitely will use it. And Nightbridge, obviously we've brought him in. He's going to be our first choice goalkeeper going forward next season. Nathan Trott is one that is going to be leaving us going forward. Bobby Jones, we brought him in on a free. He's leaving on a free as well. He's wanted now by Doncaster. We're at Doncaster, League 2, and they want Bobby Jones. Maybe we'll extend his contract and maybe hope to sell him on. Conley Goodliff, Ryan Cassidy, all players that didn't really play for us this season. Kurt Backboot, don't know why I got him in. He was on a free, £5 a week. Yeah, sometimes you make transfers that just don't make sense. So season's results, how it unfolded. Our average home attendance was 144, which is very nice to see. Jaden Dans had the season of his career, 31 goals and 10 assists, a 7.66 rating, or 7.55 rating, sorry. 21 years of age. We have got him locked down to another contract. He's on £40 a week. He's going up to 275. I feel like this guy, as he has been playing for us since he's joined us, 28 goals in 25, 24 in 31, and 31 in 35. Yeah, very good forward to have, and you need a player to score goals to take you up the leagues, and I think Jaden Dans, he has that in abundance. Hopefully can get him training a little bit more, but 14 finishing, 18 determination, good physicals with acceleration, balance and pace as well. Yeah, want to stick around for the next couple of years, hopefully. So in the FA Cup, we got knocked out in the first round to Ebbsfleet. Not too fussed with that. The Izu FA Trophy, we were knocked out in the second qualifying round to Gresley Rovers, who are in the Northern Premier League Division 1. It's the same one that we are in now. Gresley, they finished in 10th place. The Integro League Cup, no idea. No idea what these kind of cups are. But anyway, moments to remember. Glossop destroyed them 6-0. Cassidy, Ruff, Lowell, Copley and Fawunmi getting on the score sheet. A 4-2 victory over Evesham United in the FA Cup. I believe it's a game that we actually came back for there. Lovely to see. And then goal of the season, Rugby Town. Was it Nyarko? I mean, I came back for it in the highlight of the game, and what a fantastic goal that was. Although, yeah, can't complain too much. Still a half a star team. Sponsorship has gone up, however, by £3,400 to a total of £4,000 for the coming year. No broadcast revenue, because obviously no games are played lower down on television. Corporate and hospitality, it's risen by £1,000 for this year. Competition prize money has dropped, although I thought it said that last season as well. Matchday commercial and retail has gone up by £7,000. And the total merchandising sales, £460. Non-domestic sales, so someone's bought a shirt from overseas, come over, be a special guest at the next game next season. The team, how we lined up, obviously we had the 4-1-4-1 mastery. Burko, Lowell, Thorpe, Karasic with Trott and goal. Lewis as our DM. For me, Copley, Nyarko, Harrop, and Dans as well. Now, for me is a player that I'm kind of interested in bringing in. £350 to £425 a week, though. Not interested in those wage brackets, but yeah, what else can we say? Club awards, Dan's won the Young Player and Fans Player of the Season. Signing of the season was Sadiq Lawal, and the top goal scorer was Jaden Dans as well, with 40 in all competitions. Although Jaden Dans is now the league record goal scorer for Cadbury Athletic with 83. Youngest player was Kirk Backbood. Highest transfer fee received was the $400,000 for Niall John. Now, he's actually played a lot of games in League One, 4 starts, 34 sub appearances though, 2 goals, 3 assists. Yeah, he's on £1,400 a week. You know, he's done a good job for the club. Obviously, we've got our takeover that has been confirmed as well, so we can start to offer more wages for new players. Now, as we saw, top champions of the Northern Premier League Division 1 Midlands, and I think we're going into the Southern Central Premier Division. Yeah, a little bit confusing this lower down, but what can we say? Goal scorer extraordinaire, 27th of March, Jaden Dans with his 80th Cadbury Athletic goal to become their all-time goal scorer. Record breakers as well, finished with 93 points in the Northern Premier Division League 1 Midlands to set a new club record. Now, that is the end of season number 4. We're going to be coming back for season number 5, when we are hopefully going to be going through the ranks again. We've got a lot of players to bring in. We have got a little bit more transfer budget that we can play around with, so hopefully we can bring in top quality players, especially the ones that do get released from the Premier League clubs now, and also for the Championship clubs. If we can get as many from the Midlands coming to join us at Cadbury Athletic, the more the merrier. Speaking of the more the merrier, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe as well. You've been doing it fantastic so far. Very impressed with the people that have been watching it and your contributions, your comments as well. So please keep that up, and I'll see you on another episode of Born to Win Season 5. Probably going to do the same kind of overview that we have done for this season, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.